Hey y'all, it's your favorite trader Jazz, and today I'm going to tackle a question that I get quite often. I did not expect this question to come about as often as it does, and that question is, do I have to be smart to trade options? And honestly, it kind of hurts my heart. It hurts my heart that people think that they're not smart enough to do something. Just me being the cheerleader type of coach type of person that I am, I always want people to think very highly of themselves. But besides it hurting my heart a little bit, I think that people just get so afraid and scared off by the charts, and they see the numbers and they think there's a lot of math involved. And I'm going to just answer the question straight up in today's quick video. So let's address the elephant in the room. There are some geeky aspects to trading. If you're not a numbers person, it may come off as boring to you, but I don't think it's difficult. I don't think it's hard. Trading is a skill, and with any new skill set, you gotta learn it. Learning how to trade Forex, learning how to trade options is less scary to me than learning how to play the guitar or learning how to play the piano, because for whatever reason, the way my mind works, reading charts seemed less scary than reading music notes. And for other people, it may be completely reversed. So it's really going to depend on how your mind works and how it automatically looks at something as being more difficult or more easy. But at the end of the day, learning how to read music or learning how to read charts, you still have to learn. And you can do it. You can learn it. And the wonderful thing about learning a skill is once you learn it, you've demystified the mystery. You've uncomplicated the complex. You have conquered it. And then now all you got to do is just maintain any new changes that come about with that skill. But once you learn the skill, you got it. You got it down pat. There, it's done, So that's why I really recommend getting a course, because when you are trying to figure out things on your own, you could do it. It's just going to take you a lot longer, and the learning curve is going to be more difficult and more of a bumpy road than it has to be. It could be so much more smooth if you invest in somebody's course where they have laid out this new skill for you in order and in a way that makes sense. You're not getting any extra fluff, and you're not going out of order, so that the learning curve is smoother. And again, once you've learned it, you've learned it. So to answer the question simply, do I have to be smart to trade options? No. You just have to be willing to learn it. Analyzing charts, assessing risk to reward ratio, all the different trading strategies, those are all things that can be learned. And with today's day and age, all the things that may seem scary to you, like the numbers, the contracts, the price breakdowns, the profit and loss calculations, the percentages you see, the indicators on the charts, all these things that look like, oh my gosh, there's so much math, there's so much numbers. All that math is done for you. It's all done for you with all the tools that are inside of your trading platform and trading broker. Like, all that math is done for you. So let's say, for instance, you hear a trader say, this price has gotten down to the 50% retracement level. They didn't come up with that in their head. They pulled out a free tool called the Fibonacci retracement tool on TradingView, and they analyzed that we are at the 50% golden ratio because the tool told us so. They didn't calculate that in their head. They didn't have to do any math for that at all. They just dragged and dropped that tool to show, okay, we're at the 50% retracement level. It's time to get in for a retracement bounce. That's it. So it sounds complicated, but it's not, especially when you have all these tools out here that are doing the work for you. So it's not as mathematical as you think. You will never have to pull out a pen and paper to do any type of calculation when you are trading. It can all be done for you with the tools on your trading platform. Now, another thing that gets people kind of turned off, I think specifically from stock options, is the Greeks. The Greek values, I'm not gonna lie, it's very geeky, okay? It's very geeky, it's very mathematical, it's literally math. It's literally math. But again, it's all done for you. All those calculations are done for you. You don't have to do any calculation. You don't have to do any work, no brain work. It's all done for you. It's all laid out. It's all plain and simple, easy to read. It's all done for you. So don't psych yourself out of learning this skill. You do not have to be a mathematician. You do not have to have a PhD in finance. It's not rocket science, quite literally. It's not rocket science, but it is a skill that you will need to learn. And also, like any skill, you will need to practice. And you will make mistakes along the way. Everybody does. But each mistake is a learning opportunity to do better. It doesn't mean that you're not smart enough. It doesn't mean any of those self-deprecating thoughts that are coming into your head. It means none of that. So as long as you have the willingness to learn, you will be fine. I promise you. And I love when students come to me after taking my course and be like, oh my gosh, this is so much easier than I thought. Or you completely simplified this. That is the best compliment to me because that is my goal. My goal is to make trading simple because it is. And so I encourage everybody to believe in themselves and believe in their abilities to learn it.